This reading is for Scorpio. I feel very heavy on my chest right now, like you have a bit of anxiety or worry coming your way. Or it could even be excitement too, depending upon how you look at it. Something is opening up for you at work, and you're very excited about the opportunity that may lay ahead of you. Or if this is a romantic venture, you're wondering whether you should go forward with it or if you should leave it alone. But your heart's telling you you should go forward with it. Your heart's saying to you that you need this, you need to do this, you need to reevaluate this. It could even be something from the past that's coming back, and it is opening up an old wound for you, and you just need to like talk to this person to get how you feel off your chests and be able to move on with your life. Or you want to see where this new relationship might be developing, or it could be work again where there's a new idea, new plan, new something going on at work, and you don't want anybody to find out about it because you want to do it yourself. You've been given messages from other people, whisperings behind closed doors, and you want to bite this. You want this opportunity. You can taste it. It's like drinking water to you when you're thirsty. You really, really want this. Same with this. If this is a relationship, it's something that you would really, really want, that you've had your heart set on for a very, very long time. But you're feeling a little bit like it's too good to be true. Could this actually happen? What does the other person feel? You have no idea, and you're scared to find out. You're scared to open up that door again because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to rip open a scar that you don't think is going to be healed again. But if you don't do this, you will never know. Either way, whether it's work or whether it's a love interest, you will never know unless you open up your mouth and you ask. Ask lots of questions. Search out lots of information. Ask other people what they think of it. Not maybe your colleagues if you're going for an opportunity that's a little hushed right now. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Just like I said, before you even laid a card down. Because I do readings, and I could just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk without even getting one card out of the deck. And I could tell you this stuff. But just have patience. Consider carefully before you act. Now, when it comes to a relationship, I would find out all the information about this person, what this person's like, especially if you're in, it's saying political party. Especially if you're in a political party, if you're in the spotlight, I would do everything I could to find out more about this opportunity, more about this person. Listen to your intuition. It's your best bet. When something is good, it will feel like a wicked Christmas. It will feel like an awesome Christmas. When something is bad, it will feel like you're coming home late from, it will be coming home late, or you did something bad at school when you were a kid, or you just know that something bad is going to happen. That's the gut feeling you have in your stomach. When something is bad, it usually is. When something is like butterflies, when something is like Christmas Day, if you've had a good Christmas Day, if something's like Christmas Day, then that is your intuition saying, go full force, go ahead, don't stop. Don't stop or go, keep on going. Any more cards, Spirit? Your skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, just like I said. Even with some, you're going to be going back to school because something has shone true for you. in something you read, something that you saw at work, something that made you go, and now you want to go back to school to see more about this, to get more information on it, because it's just really, really interests you, and you don't know whether you should or not. It's an idea that you've been passing around for a while, whether you should, whether you shouldn't. Your gut will tell you. A lot of you Scorpions know, absolutely know in your gut when to jump, when to fall back, to go full force, not to go full force. And if you don't know, you're one with spirit, and you do speak to spirit, and that will tell you, your spirit guides will tell you how to readjust or how to do what it is you're doing, and whether an idea is a good idea or not. You have a very happy family life right now. You have financial security. You're finding the magic and little things in life. Even when you're not feeling too great, you're feeling really down in the dumps, you manage to be able to jump back on your feet. And you learned this from when you were a kid, because there was times and situations that weren't the best in your life, weren't the best when you were at school, and you've been able to find magic and just the little things to keep you going. You're very big in music, very big in painting or doing artist stuff. You're content with the things you have in your life right now. You really are. You're really content with what's going on in your world. But you're waiting. You're waiting for your ships to come in. Now, this could be romance, or this could be a waiting on when to jump for a position at work, or it's just waiting to feel loved again. Going through the motions. You're not supposed to hold back. Why are you waiting when you can chase as well? You don't need to wait. You can chase. Take the first step. Don't worry about who threw the first ball in whose court. Just go out there and try it anyways. You never know what could happen. Yes, you could fall on your face. Yes, it could turn into a bloody disaster. But you don't know, because you're just waiting around for things to happen for you instead of going out there and making things happen. You got to trust. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust that instinct of yours. You got to trust it. And don't be passive about it. Don't do the, I don't know if I should I? I don't know if I should I? The bird never got the worm if he did that. He'd starve to death. Ooh, that went flying. Flying. Ask for help. If you need help with the job, with contacting this person, with a relationship, ask for help. Somebody that you trust, ask them for help. Ask them how they did things. Ask and you shall receive. That's an old Bible statement if I've ever heard one. Ask and you will receive. So if you ask Spirit for help, you will get an answer. It may not be right away, or you may not be able to see the signs, but if you ask for help from Spirit, Spirit will give you the help you need. Some of you are in a relationship right now that is a codependency. You're instead of dealing with your heart and what's going on the inside of you, you tend to either drink or smoke too much, and that's going to affect your romantic life. So if you're with somebody right now, your drinking or your drugging is going to affect your romantic life. It could even be overeating too, because sometimes that may have problems in a relationship as well. Some people have left their spouse because they won't look after themselves and they're having heart attacks. And if they don't look after themselves, then the person will leave them saying you're not looking after yourself. But that's only for a few people out there. A past life relationship. You have known each other before, so you could be in a relationship or have a friend that you, for some odd reason, this person makes you feel like you've known them through generation and generation and generation and generation. And this person keeps on popping up in your life and keeps on popping up in your life. And it's like a gut feeling. Yours is all about intuition. This whole reading has been about intuition. So you will feel like you've known this person before, over and over and over. Your gut's telling you this. It's flipping every time you think of this person. It's flipping every time you hear somebody's name. It flips every time the name of the person that you're thinking about the most comes up. Even if it's not the person, it's just the name of this person. And it will come up and it will just make you feel like, I know that person from a long time ago. I've always known that person. That person feels like I've known them in many, many different lives. Release your ex. You've got to clear the energy away from your ex before you could take any relationship further. You've got to release all the exes you've ever had. You have to release that energy. You have to say that the next person that's coming in your life is not like the exes. Because you've had some real winners as exes, I tell you. Some you shouldn't have even married. But you found that out throughout the way. Oof. Lots of romance cards. I don't know if this is a romance reading for a lot of you, or if this is a work-related reading, because they're starting to blend together. So we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the usual type of person that you're with and from your expectations. So if you're actually your type of person that you like is thin, blonde, big boobed, okay? Now your soulmate is not a blonde, not big boobed, not skinny, is totally different than the type of people you're interested in being with. However, have you been happy in any of the relationships from any of those people that you've ever been with that met your expectations, but now they're not with you anymore? So did it really meet your expectations? Now that could also be for a job. Are you really in a job that meets your expectations? This person, or this could be other Scorpios, they're on some kind of honeymoon or they're on some kind of holiday together. Enjoy your holiday. Put work behind you. Put all the drama behind you. And word for the wise, have your drama in books. Have your drama in music. Have your drama on TV. Do not have your drama in your life. It just makes your life harder to deal with and less satisfying and less comfortable. Drama for you just pisses you off. Your life, love life, is influenced by your religion and upbringing and spiritual paths. It would be like somebody that's Catholic marrying somebody that's Mormon. Not necessarily do the two religions work. And sometimes it just doesn't work out because the religions are too different. Or it could be that two people are just too different in their upbringings. Or their spiritual path is different. Like being a spiritualist, like I am, and reading cards is different than someone being a Roman Catholic or someone being Amish. What I'm doing here would put a lot of spook in people. Even the Bible Belt that's in the States, I'm in Canada, even the Bible Belt in the States, they're very, very strongly against stuff like this. Like the Baptists are very strongly against stuff like this. And a lot of religions are. So for me, I'm not a Scorpio, but for me, my religious upbringing of being spiritual would clash with someone being Mormon or someone being Baptist. So your spiritual path has an influence on your love life. You have to be compatible with somebody spiritually as well as romantically, or for you it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And not if you're as spiritual as I am, it's just there's going to be people that are just not going to understand it, just like you don't understand some other people's religions, and it won't work. It won't work. Do we have anything else to say? A man holding a coin. This could be in the reverse too. It could be a woman holding a coin. When it comes to business, it could be a female boss, and she's going to open up doors for you. Or it could be on the romantic side, that you don't have to worry about a female or man taking your money because they're okay with what they have. But if you're somebody that has a lot of money, just food for thought, when you go to get married to somebody, get a prenup. Get a prenup, because marriage, love, and money are two different things. I know some women aren't like that, but money and marriage are two different things, and the same at once. You marry someone. Some people will marry out of love. Some people will marry out of money. Some people stay married because their money is mixed together. Some people stay married because of assets. Hostilities. Now, since you may be given an opportunity at work that nobody knows about, and you may be applying for this opportunity, it may bring about hostilities at work. Or if you start dating someone, it might bring hostilities out with friends and family. Door to value. It could be that if you keep your mouth shut, loose lips sink ships. If you keep your mouth shut, you'll have the doorway to value coming in. You'll have money coming in. Romantically, this is a good relationship for you to get in. It will open up the doors to opportunities. The World card, whether you take a job opportunity or whether you get into a relationship that's not your usual type of relationship, the universe is backing you on this idea. It's going to back you if you decide not to take a work opportunity. It will back you on the romantic side as well. As long as you use your intuition, as long as you talk to spirit when you need help, as long as you don't wait, because none of this will happen if you wait, then the universe will help you. The universe will send you signs that things are going to come about. And you have Archangel Michael. Archangel Gabriel. Michael, I have no idea why I said Michael. Maybe I have to use the Archangel Michael cards. But you have Archangel Gabriel in your corner. Gabriel was the one that was more musical. He was the one that was more creative. He was the one that blew the horn. So he could even be telling you, go forth. One more. I keep on falling on the floor. Woman holding a coin. Could even be a man. So you've got a man holding a coin. You've got a woman holding a coin. They could actually be two people in a situation. Or it could be a woman in one situation and it could be a man in another situation. And I will do the Archangel Michael cards just because that came out of my mouth. So there could be a message hidden for you somewhere in there. Archangel Michael cards. Archangel Michael cards. Okay. So it's time to leave an unhealthy situation. It's time to leave an unhealthy situation. What parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me. Here are your answers, and forgive me or give me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. It could even mean you're in a job that doesn't suit you right now, or you're in a relationship that's a codependent relationship that the person's only staying with you now because of your money, or the person's only staying with you right now because it's a codependency. They are using you. And it's time for you to leave an unhealthy situation. It's time for you to move away from an unhealthy situation. Now is the time before it gets any worse. And I laugh because I see it's probably at its, for one of you out there, it's probably at its last. I'm seeing, okay, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you running to the edge of a hill and you're just about ready to jump off this hill. But if you jump off this hill, you will die. So I'm seeing that it's becoming a very unhealthy situation for you. And now would be the time for you to leave this situation. So if you're in a relationship that's abusive or codependent, now is the time that you should be leaving this situation. You should either be leaving it, get counseling for it. It's a very unhealthy situation, and you need to get yourself into a situation that's more healthy for you. And that could be a huge message for somebody, and that's probably why I made a mistake in saying Archangel Gabriel, and I said Michael. That's probably the message that you were supposed to hear all along. And the other one is lean on God and the angels for support. Just like I said before, if you need help with any decision you make and you can't trust your gut instinct, ask Spirit for help. Ask for help. There is nothing wrong to ask for help. Even if you're a guy and you ask for help, you're not a weak person because you've asked for help. I know some guys think that, and it's very, very silly. Passing message, last message. Message, last message, last message. Or message, last message. Last message, last message. Last message, please. Last message. Last message. Oh, got a couple here. Okay. And I bumped the camera again. All right. So, you're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it. So if you come up with an idea and you're like, oh my God, that is crazy. Oh my God, that is so crazy. But will it work? Don't lose that idea. Life is like looking for your phone. Most of the time, it's in your hand. For you right now, that makes so much sense. You're so distracted with everything that's going on right now, you don't realize that the phone is in your hand. If you want everyone to know your personal business, just tell one person. When it says ask for help, spiritual help may be better for you than asking someone, because even if you could trust the person, even if the person's your best friend, when you're talking to this person, somebody else may overhear the conversation and only get a little bleep out of the full conversation, and they'll add and add and add and run with it, and you don't need that coming out in the newspaper. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in February.